Good afternoon, dear participants of the conference. I am delighted to speak to you all at the 10th All Ukrainian Student Scientific and Practical Online Conference, Significant Achievements in Science and Technology. Today we have the possibility to listen to reports on challenges that face us concerning the issues of the global science and environment. And I would like to welcome and to introduce two moderators of our conference, Elizaveta and Maria. Elizaveta and Maria, this floor is yours, but I would like, dear reporters, that you pay attention to the time limit and don't hesitate to ask questions after your report. Please, Elizaveta, Maria.
Of course.
You, the first speaker, please introduce.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. It is a pleasure to welcome you to this gathering focused on the subject that does not only define our present, but will also help to shape our future. We are here today to celebrate the groundbreaking achievements in science and technology, those innovations and discoveries that have expanded the horizon of human potential, solved some of the world's toughest problems, and, well, inspired some new ones.
As we dive into this session ahead, let's remember that each advancement we celebrate is a reminder of the power of imagination, collaboration, and persistence. Thank you for joining us, and let's embark on this journey through the extraordinary achievements that make our world so exciting and so full of promise. My name is Maria Yakovenko, as already has been mentioned, and today with Elizaveta Britikhina, we will be moderating this inspiring conference. And now I will pass the word to Elizaveta, and she will introduce you to the general structure of the conference.
Yes, thank you, Maria. All of the participants will have 7 to 8 minutes to present their thesis. Afterwards, we will hold a brief question and answer session that will last up to 2 minutes. Please pay attention to the time limit. Each listener is highly encouraged to participate in our discussion.
Thank you, Elizaveta. And now I will invite our first speaker to take the virtual stage and present her work. Please welcome Alexandra Hutsel. Once again, I will remind you that you have 7 to 8 minutes to present, and you can start whenever you are ready.
Thank you. My presentation is C.
Yes, thank you. We can see your presentation.
Okay. Good day. First, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Alexandra Hutsel. I'm studying in the second year of the Institute of Atomic and Thermal Power Engineer. My group is TA33, and today I want to tell about the changing world of power generation and consumption. The changing world of power generation and consumption. The energy landscape is undergoing a dramatic transformation. This shift is driven by a confluence of factors, including technological advancements, environmental concerns, and changing consumer behavior. Changing power generation and consumption. Changing power generation and consumption of electricity can be described in 3 factors. The first factor is decline in fossil fuels. The reliance on fossil fuels is decreasing as renewable energy sources become increasing cost competitive and environmentally sustainable. The second fact is growing demand. The global population is increasing, leading to greater energy demand, particularly in developing countries. And the third fact is shifting consumption patterns. The rise of electric vehicles, smart home, and other technologies is changing the way energy is used. Renewable energy trends. In fact, there are 3 major trends in energy generation. Solar power, it's growing with falling cost and increasing efficiency, making a viable alternative to fossil fuels. Wind power, is another key player in the renewable energy evolution, with offshore wind farms becoming increasingly common, and hydropower. Hydropower is a significant source of renewable energy, but its potential is limited by environmental concerns and geographic constraints. Role of energy efficiency technologies. Smart grids. Smart grids enhance grid efficiency and reliability by optimizing energy flow and increasing renewable source. Energy management system. This system monitor energy consumption, identify inefficiency, and providing insights for optimizing energy use. And the energy efficiency appliance, improved appliance efficiency, reduced energy consumption, lowering cost, and environmental impact. Impacts of electric vehicles, the reduced emissions. Electric vehicles emit no tailpipe emissions, contributing to cleaner air and reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Increased demand. The adoption of electric vehicles is driven an increase in electricity demand, requiring grid upgrades to accommodate the shift, and charging infrastructure. Development of robust charging infrastructure is crucial to support the widespread adoption of electric vehicles. Distribute generation. Decentralization. Distributed generation shifts power generation close to consumers, designed reliance on centralized power plants. Increased resilience. Distributed generation enhances grid resilience by providing alternative source of energy during outages or emergency. And community benefits. Distributed generation empower communities to take control of their energy needs and reduce reliance on fossil fuels. Consumer of active market participant. A demand response. A consumer can adjust their energy consumption based on present signal, reducing peak demand and optimizing grid efficiency. Energy storage. Consumer can install a battery storage system to store excess solar energy and reducing their reliance on the grids. And peer-to-peer trading. Consumer can trade excess energy directly with each other, creating a more decentralized and flexible energy market. New business model in energy. Energy is a service, provides energy solutions on a subscription basic, reducing upfront cost of consumer. Community energy powers local communities to own and manage their own energy resource, promoting energy independence. And microgrids, small-scale grids that can operate independently on the main grid, enhancing resilience and reliability. And the challenge and the opportunity of the energy transition. Grid modernization, upgrading the grid to accommodate the influx of renewable energy and increasing use of distributed generation is essential. And policy and regulation, clear policy framework and regulatory support are needed to incentivize investment in renewable energy and promoted the transition, and public acceptance, overcoming public concern about the impact of renewable energy project is crucial for ensuring their widespread acceptance and source of information. And thank you for attention.
Yes, thank you so much, Alexandra, for your fulfilling presentation. Now, if you, our listeners, want to ask the speaker a question, please raise your hand or turn on your microphone, and we will give you an opportunity to speak. Okay. So, since nobody raised their hands, it is safe to assume that there are no questions, and therefore we would like to thank Alexandra once again for her presentation. And now we invite to our virtual microphone Alexandra Zuzulenko and Valeria Lulevich.
Good morning. Now we take a presentation. Good morning to everyone. My name is Zuzulenko Alexandra, and my group mate is Valeria Lulevich. We are a student of the Institute of Energy Saving and Energy Management here at the National Technical University of Ukraine, Sikorsky Kyiv Polytechnical Institute. We want to tell you about available energy sources in the world. Our workplaces will need to meet the growing demand of electricity, taking into account the ecological situation and the need to protect the environment. Combustion of fossil fuels at thermal power station leads to emissions of harmful substances such as sulfur and carbon dioxide gases, nitrogen oxide, dust, soot. Mining of coal and peat changes natural landscape, and oil spills during mining and transportation can destroy life in large areas, And the questions of the need for available energy sources is more relevant than ever. European countries have actively switched their available energy sources. In 2020, their share was 37% of the total electricity consumption. Eurostat reports. More available sources, wind energy and hydropower account for the most, more than 2/3. In Scandinavian countries such as Norway and Ireland, their share of available sources exceeds 100%. That is, they produce more green energy than they consume.
Among renewable sources, wind energy and hydropower account for the more than 2/3. It can be concluded that this by the idea terrain. For example, Norway with mountains, rivers, and waterfalls allow the construction of hydroelectric power plants without large dams, using natural lakes as reservoirs. Hydroelectric power is produced by converting the potential energy of water into kinetic energy, which turns turbines, which then transmit mechanical energy to a generator, which converts it into electricity. among the advantage of such production can be noted stability and enable, and among the disadvantages it is to consider only the ecological impact and take into account the influence on the river regime and change in the ecosystem.
Wind energy is another popular resource in Europe countries. Wind energy is obtained with the help of wind turbines, wind farms, which have giant blades that rotate under the influence of the wind. This rotation generates mechanical energy, which is then converted into electrical energy using generator. They are placed in open areas, coastal areas, and offshore platforms where the winds are strong and stable. The plants have low obtained cost and low emissions, but the option of wind turbines depends on the presence of wind, which make production unstable and requires large areas for construction. Solar energy is growing most dynamically. If in 2008 it accounted for only 1% of energy consumption, now the indicator has increased to 13%. Solar energy is generated through the photovoltaic effect in solar panels, where light is converted into electrical current. However, in many parts of Europe, especially in the north, solar radiation is less intense compared to other regions of the world.
The next most popular is bioenergy. It uses organic materials such as plants and waste to produce energy. The two main types of biofuels are biodiesel, which is made from vegetable oils and animal fats, and ethanol, which is made from sugar of tree plants. Biofuel is used in transport and for the production of electricity and heat at specialized power plants. Geothermal energy is less popular in the world. It is obtained from the heat of the inner layers of the earth through geothermal power plants. There are two types of station with steam and water turbines. Geothermal reservoirs are common in regions which hot springs, such as Iceland, New Zealand, and Kenya. Geothermal energy is also used for special space heating and hot water in some regions, but it may not be economically viable for many countries.
To summarize, renewable energy is an important topic of discussion as it offers sustainable and environmentally friendly alternatives to traditional fossil fuels. In Ukraine, renewable energy sources have significant potential for development, especially in the context of the current challenges of energy security and environment sustainability. Understanding the advantages and disadvantages of each type of alternative energy is key to choosing an optional and effective energy future. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, ladies. We appreciate your insightful research and profound presentation. And now, if any of our listeners would like to ask any questions, we invite you to do so by raising your hand in Zoom, and I will invite you to speak. Vladislav, please.
Yes, I would like to thank them for very interesting information, and I would like to ask one question. According to our environment, our relief, and other features of Ukraine. Which technology from named by you can in the future replace our current net built by our usual nuclear station and another station, because in modern circumstances it cannot be sorry, I forgot the next part of my question, but can you answer the previous one? Thank you.
No, if I understand, after the return of operational location of Ukraine, production in the eastern front is possible as before. There is always create here wind platforms and solar panels, and other.
Vladislav, has Alexandra fulfilled your interest?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions?
If you don't mind, I would like to ask one. During presentation, very interesting solar panels were mentioned. Solar panels. In your opinion, is it profitable to use solar panels not only for large companies, but also for ordinary people who live in just private houses? That's my question.
Thanks
you.
for the
Which one is
question.
yours?
Yes, we think even if the sun is absent, it always pays for money, and people can economic in electrical, of course.
Well, thank you.
All right, thank you. Any other questions? All right, I believe this was our last question, and we're also out of time for the discussion. Therefore, I will invite Maria Hryniuk. If you may take the stage now, and please start your presentation whenever you're ready.
Good morning, and thank you all for coming here today. Let me introduce myself. My name is Maria Hryniuk. I'm first-year student of the Faculty of Electronics of the National Technical University of Ukraine, Igor Sikorsky, Kyiv Polytechnic Institute. Today I'm going to speak about renewables. My topic will be interested to those who want to know what renewable energy sources are and why they are so relevant in our time. The objective is to explore the ways we generate energy. I've divided my presentation into 6 main parts, which you can see on the screen now. So let's get started. Do we really have enough energy for our everyday life? The answer is no. We need to look for new sources of this essential resource. This leads us to another question. Where can we find sufficient energy? I'll try to answer this question by linking the invention of each type of energy production to key breakthroughs of this industry to make my speech clear and well-structured. The first one. It isn't directly connected to renewables, but it's a really important point. People learned to obtain mechanical and later electrical energy from thermal combustion. But we have to admit that fuel runs out with time. So it has become the reason behind the search for alternative renewable energy sources. The second. All sources of energy are ultimately finite, at least due to the law of conversion of energy. However, there are those that can be used for a very long period of time. So this breakthrough includes the development of nuclear and solar power plants, as well as wind and hydro power plants. The third one. Renewable energy sources from the second breakthrough have their disadvantages. That is why people have returned to burning fuel. However, this time it's not fossil fuel. As a result, combustion energy is still in use. The next breakthrough is recycling garbage into fuel and returning to the burning fuel. Now let's move on to our next essay, that is uncommon but promising renewables. There is a way to obtain energy from the life processes of microorganisms. This is possible thanks to microbial fuel cells. Microbial fuel cells is a device that uses bacteria to produce energy through their natural life processes. It's very easy. Just place bacteria in the device, leave them, and generate energy. That technology truly deserves to be called the fourth breakthrough. And now we have finally reached the last one. Regarding the fifth breakthrough, it could be almost anything. The tendency is the following. Take something that is always available and won't run out too quickly if you start mining it, and you'll get a new renewable energy source. This could include extracting energy from sound waves or the Earth's magnetic fields. The possibilities are vast, and there is a room for creativity because renewable energy is truly a promising field. And now, conclusions. All in all, energy is one of the most essential resources. Since energy sources are not eternal, we must look for new renewables and strive for breakthrough in this branch of science. Here are the links to the sources I used to create this presentation for my report. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much, Maria. Your research was well-founded. It was really nice to listen to. Now, please, our listeners, do you have any questions to Maria that she can answer? If so, please raise your hand. As I see, we have no question. Thank you so much, Maria, once again. And our next invited speaker will be Ilya Yangul.
Sure. Just give me a second.
Yeah, we hear you.
So first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Ilya Yanval. I'm a second-year student at the Faculty of Naukovo Engineering. So today's topic, which concerns today's presentation, which concerns topic of energy-saving technologies, I think it's really important both for me and for my country, especially nowadays. So without further ado, let's get to the topic. So let's start with the definition. Well, basically, energy-saving technology is a method of production or manufacturing products with rational use of energy, and it really makes it possible to reduce energy loads in the surrounding natural environment, and you can save lots of energy costs during the production and use of the manufactured product. Why is it important? Why the whole topic is so important? Well, as we all know, the modern world develops quickly, so the new technologies appear, the new machines, and we require a lot of energy resources, a lot of energy consumption to maintain the machines and technologies. So we as a humanity confront a new challenge, which is energy management and preservation. The problem is that inefficient energy consumption is the main reason of excessive energy resource losses and air pollution. And a wise energy strategy would also save our planet from air pollution and harmful carbon wastes. And the beautiful thing about energy-saving technologies...
Excuse me, Ilya, I will interrupt you for a moment. We do not see your presentation fully. We see the PowerPoint.
Let me start again.
Mhm.
Can you see it?
No, I think you have to change the way you share your screen, so it will be on the
Sure.
showing presentation. Mhm.
Just a second.
Yeah, so turn off your screen share, start sharing your presentation, and then
Can you see it now?
We're still on the same PowerPoint. Maybe you can share your whole screen. That's how we could see it.
Sure. Just one moment.
Take your time.
Well, if it's not working, I can rejoin from my other device.
Okay, we see it right now. Yes, we see it. Thank you. Go on.
So sorry for the problem. Let's continue. So the beautiful thing about energy-saving technologies is that everyone can implement them in our ordinary life, in our households. So let's talk about the real examples. It may be setting insulation of the house, which saves you a lot of heat. As we all know, heat is a kind of energy, and the modernization of the ventilation systems by installing heat exchangers, transitional to LED lighting. Well, I think everyone knows about LED lighting because almost everyone uses them. And also installing a smart house system and smart thermostats would also do a trick because they collect the information of your energy uses, which may be useful. And switching to alternative energy sources such as solar panels. Well, the last one really depends on the season you use solar panels and the region you live in, because different regions have different sun insolation, which also have its own role. Industrial facilities use more complex energy-saving methods because of long and difficult energy-consuming processes. Let's talk about examples of industrial saving energy technologies in facilities. It may be different, it may be variable speed drive in motor operated systems, highly efficient motors, efficient nozzles in a compressed air system, waste heat recovery systems in boilers, and etc. Transport. We all use transport in our ordinary life to get from the point A to point B, to transport materials, goods, and other stuff. So it is really important to save energy from transportation. New inventions such as electric and hydrogen vehicles are bright examples of both eco-friendly and energy-efficient transport technologies available for everyone. New engines based on electricity consumption are superior to internal combustion ones. Well, for example, an ordinary electric engine has efficiency around 95%, while the internal combustion one have efficiency around 20% and 25% for diesel one. Also, transitioning to new energy efficient vehicles may save ourselves oil resources and also may save resources for our future generation. And also, let's talk about the government, because the government plays a huge role in supporting and encouraging everyone to use energy resources wisely and to transition to more energy efficient technologies. Government promotes energy efficiency. Prioritizing energy efficiency practices is also vital. Government is obliged to support research drives innovation and to popularize advanced technologies is also essential. And the last but not least topic for today is energy situation in Ukraine. So about this energy situation in Ukraine, well, it may be a dire word to describe, but the energy situation nowadays is catastrophic because of the war. The war has severely damaged our energy capacities, our energy generation systems, and the modernization is just necessary for our recovery. Another solution for our energy system is small power plants, which offer localized solutions. Small power plants are mainly easier to maintain, and if such a small power plant breaks down, the whole country would not be affected, but only the one region. And Ukraine, as the state, as the country, should focus on sustainable energy practices and also modify our energy grids. That's all. Thank you for your attention. And if there's any question, go ahead. I'll try to answer.
Thank you, Ilya. We appreciate you sharing this crucial topic with us. Your presentation was incredibly immersive. Now we are ready to start our discussion. If there are any questions, and if you would like to ask any questions, please raise your hand and I would be glad to give you an opportunity to speak. All right, as I can see, there are no questions so far. So since nobody raised their hands, it is safe to assume that we can proceed. So please welcome Yevhen Pozdnyakov with his presentation. All right, Yevhen, we can see that you started sharing your screen, but unfortunately it hasn't loaded yet. Could you please tell us if you are with us? If you're saying you're muted. Yevhen, you are muted if you're saying anything. Unfortunately, we cannot see your screen. All right, I believe we shall move on. Maybe Yevhen could join us later and present later when he has a better internet connection. So the next speaker would be Pavlo Kaidash. If you can share your screen and whenever.
Yes, good morning, everyone. Just wait a little bit, okay? Until I load the screen.
Yeah, absolutely. Take your time.
Mm, Can you see the presentation?
Yes, we are able to see the presentation. Thank you.
Okay. So good morning, everyone. Thank you all for coming to my presentation, and I would like to introduce myself. I'm Paul Kaidash, and I'm the student of the Informational Systems and Technologies faculty of State University of Information and Communication Technologies, and I would like to present my topic for today, which is, well, the prospects of artificial intelligence. So first of all, let's speak about well, the introduction to AI. Artificial intelligence is a highly developed form of technology with yet unknown capabilities. And if 10 years ago the rapid development of artificial intelligence was only in the forecasts, today it is already a reality. Today, Ukraine has no legal definition of the term AI. The only regulatory document on AI regulation is the concept of artificial intelligence development in Ukraine. Our society relies on expanding the capabilities of machines and gradually replacing human resources with technology. Therefore, the ultimate goal of many tech giants is to create artificial general intelligence. Or as it can be shortened, AGI. AGI promises to revolutionize many industries from medicine to space exploration. New inventions will allow solving complex problems, optimize the consumption of material, labor, and time resources, and improve the quality of life of mankind. At the same time, American billionaire and businessman Elon Musk believes that AI can lead to the destruction of civilization. Currently, there is an ongoing debate about the dangers that the development of AI may pose. A report commissioned by the US Department of State from Gladstone AI claims that the development of advanced AI and AGI has the potential to destabilize global security in a way reminiscent of the emergence of nuclear weapons. This phrase was basically taken from the time on March 11, which was said on March 11 this year, by the way. Bill Gates believed that AI will bring positive changes, whether in medicine, education, or climate change. Now let's probably speak about the road to AGI. So basically, the Google DeepMind researchers have developed a 6-level structure for the clear classification of AGI. First of all, it's level 0, no AI, which is basically, well, the calculator software, not really the calculator itself, but basically all the programs that I would say have a similar principle of the work that basically calculator has. Then level 1, emerging, which is equal to or somewhat better than an unskilled human, which is ChatGPT. Level 2, competent, which is at least 50% of skilled adult abilities. Specific tasks, essay writing. Then level 3, expert, which is at least 90% of skilled adult abilities. For example, spelling and grammar checking. Then it comes to level 4, virtuoso, which is at least 99% of skilled adult abilities, which is, for example, the logic games. And then it comes to the last level, which is the level 5, superhuman, which completely outperforms humans. Then, today, AI is already widely used in everyday life. For example, chatbots, medical software based on AI. And when talking about this exactly, well, extravision application used at the Ramadanov Institute of Neurosurgery in Kyiv. Then, dental procedures performed by a robot controlled by artificial intelligence. Then, creation of artistic, musical, literary works, like a robot taxi without a steering wheel and pedals, which will work on the basis of AI, for example, Tesla. Then, the Ministry of Economy of Ukraine signed a partnership agreement with the American company Palantir Technologies, which will use artificial intelligence to help demine Ukraine. Then, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine has created a digital personality using AI technologies to provide official consultations for the media. And to sum it all up, investments in AI development are growing rapidly. Artificial intelligence can optimize business processes, eliminate some professions, and promote the development of others, but it cannot change us because technology is in the hands of people and not vice versa. So don't expect revolutionary changes from AI. Revolutionary changes are made by people and not always for the better. And then, yeah, thanks for your attention.
Yes, thank you as well for your profound presentation and analysis. So as I see our question and answer session, we have a question from Mikhailo, please.
Yeah, thanks. I saw in your presentation, Pavlo, that ChatGPT, you put it on the second stage, I guess, like 10% of human competency. So why? Because ChatGPT now, one student, it was in America, one student completely ended university and did diploma work, his diploma work, fully generated by ChatGPT. And there was some research when scientists asked ChatGPT or AI model that adapted to us by ChatGPT. They asked him to solve CAPTCHA, and he just went to the site with freelancers and asked some guy to solve CAPTCHA for him, and said just that he has problems with seeing the details, and he lied to creators, he lied to freelancer to solve that problem, and I think it's more than second stage that he put in. So why?
Well, thank you for your question, Mikhail, and well, I can easily explain that. So basically, despite ChatGPT working extremely accurate for now, you know that like the accuracy of ChatGPT results are not always at 100%. And for example, when you literally need to do some, I don't know, like basically a large amount of work, then ChatGPT might not be as accurate as it seems to be with some small tasks, like, for example, just solving some, let's say, mathematical problems or some other subjects problems that basically don't need any explanations. But then, when it comes to explanations themselves, well, it's kind of hard to tell for now, honestly, because, well. Let's see. So basically, ChatGPT.
Let's wrap it up. Let's sum it up because we're running out of
Okay.
time.
Yeah. So just to sum it up exactly, despite ChatGPT being extremely accurate for now, later it can basically lead to potentially civilization destructions, and then we will literally be replaced by the robots. And we can already see that basically some of the neural networks started to, well, they started to basically give not the correct results, and thus it can lead to the wrong information given to the people. And yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you, Pablo, for your answer. Michaela, thank you, Dmitro. Unfortunately, we ran out of time for 2 minutes of our questions and answer session. You can stick up with us and ask the question that you wanted for others participants. For now, Yevhen Poznyakov, please tell me if you're here.
Yes, I'm
Okay,
here.
you're here.
I'm very sorry for troubles that I had with my computer. I don't know why that happened, and
Are you ready to present your work?
yes, I'm ready.
Okay, great.
Do you see my screen?
Well, it is still loading for me. Oh, yes. Yes, we see it. Mhm.
Good. Wait just a second until my presentation is loading. Good afternoon. My name is Yevhen Poznyakov. I'm a student of National Technical University of Ukraine, Sikorsky Kyiv Polytechnic Institute. I'm a second-year student of Faculty of Electric Power Engineering and Automatics. My presentation is about solar power plants, their benefits and their harm. Solar power plants are probably the most popular power plants that are running on renewable sources of energy. Though it is not the most popular source of energy among others, solar power plants produce about 6% of global electricity generation worldwide. Now, solar power use factories, office buildings, schools and universities, and just normal households. Solar power went from an expensive and ineffective power source to a great and affordable ecological solution. We will talk not only about benefits of solar power plants, but also about their harm. It is not so bad compared to the harm of thermal power plants, but still deserves talking about. Firstly, benefits of solar power plants, and obviously they have a lot of them. The most significant benefit is their ecological friendliness. They do not produce any CO2 or greenhouse gases when generating electricity, which makes them a great alternative for thermal power plants that produce impossibly large amounts of greenhouse gases. Also, their mobility and affordability make them a very effective energy source, because any house owner can install a solar power plant in their backyard and provide electricity for themselves. Also, it is a great solution for households and businesses that are located in regions with damaged energetic infrastructure, because it is a source that will generate power in all weather conditions and under any circumstances, making it also an independent power source. But as any power source, it is not flawless. Solar power plants have their own harms. The most important is production and installation of solar power plants. Production of solar panels produces CO2 emissions that create a greenhouse effect. Also, in production of them, many hazardous materials are used. Disposal of solar power plants are not strictly regulated by all countries. Because of that, disposed solar panels pollute the environment badly. In total, solar power plants are a great energy source. They are ecologically friendly, affordable, mobile and independent. They do not create CO2 emissions when are generating electricity and can be installed almost anywhere within the access to the sunlight. They have their own flaws, such as CO2 emissions and usage of hazardous materials in production of solar panels, and not strictly regulated disposal of them. But these harms are nothing compared to emissions from thermal power plants or radioactive waste from nuclear power plants. That's all. Thank you for your attention. You may ask questions.
Thank you again for your profound and remarkable presentation. Now, if anybody wants to ask any questions, please raise your hand and I will give you an opportunity to speak. Yes, please, Danilo.
I want to ask what hazardous materials are used in production of solar panels?
There are a lot of them, but the main three are probably cadmium, lead, and selenium.
Amazing.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Will there be any other questions? All right, Maria, please. We unfortunately cannot hear you. Maybe you could move closer to your microphone.
Now you hear me?
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Okay, my question is, we have different amount of light with changes in season or changes in weather. So do you think that solar power plants are really reliable source of energy?
Well, they work a bit differently. They create, even in a little light, they create energy. So if we have like 10 kilowatt solar panel, in winter, in cloudy weather, it will still produce energy. Not 10 kilowatt, but it will produce like 3 or 4 kilowatt, and it still provides energy. It may be less effective, yes, but not. But it's effective. It's still effective.
All right.
So we can go to a constant amount of energy, yes?
Yes, we would still have energy from these panels, and it still will be ecologically friendly energy.
Okay, thank you for answer.
All right, thank you guys for participating. Unfortunately, this will be the last question since we've run out of time for discussion. So Anya, you may ask your question maybe later. You can get your friend's contacts and contact with him separately. Thank you. And now let's move on to our next speaker, which will be Victoria Polovic.
Valeria, yeah.
Valeria.
So, 1 minute. So, first of all, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Polovic Valeria, the first year student of Nuclear and Heat Power Engineering Institute. And I would like to present my report on prospects of artificial intelligence, AI, in the nuclear power industry. So there is my plan, like introduction, importance of nuclear power plants, main part, AI in nuclear power industry, and conclusion, it's about outcomes. Well, nuclear power plants in Ukraine are one of the main enterprises in the country's energy sector, providing about half of electricity generation. As of October 2024, there are 3 nuclear power plants in Ukraine. The NPP is still under completion. And the development of nuclear power requires modern technologies to improve efficiency, safety, and reliability. One of the most promising areas of the development of the nuclear power industry is the introduction of artificial intelligence. Now you can see one of our nuclear power station. It's Khmelnytska power plant. So, the use of AI can contribute to more efficient plant management, improve safety, reduce costs, and mitigate risk to personnel and the environment. Artificial intelligence has the potential to improve various aspects of NPP operation. There are several areas where artificial intelligence can be used. Diagnostic of operation equipment, forecasting emergencies. AI can be used to create simulation of emergencies, which allow NPP personnel to undergo training in conditions as close to real as possible. This allows employees to practice their skills and be prepared for possible emergencies. At the same time, there are certain obstacles that we need to consider and overcome. There is another one of our nuclear power station. It's Южноукраїнська. For now, it's Південноукраїнська. Well, for example, about obstacles. For example, low and slow return of investments, high upfront costs of assets and financial risks, and lack of access to finance. I also would like to highlight cybersecurity, as data security is becoming a serious issue, and more consumer data is collected through network-connected devices. AI automatically requires reliable protection against cyber threats, and cybersecurity is critical to the operation of nuclear power plants. Before implementation, Ukraine must work on developing protection system to ensure that critical infrastructure is protected from possible threats. Another important part is the personnel who will be able to work and constantly modify AI, which is why it is important to attract specialists to the nuclear power industry in the future. Artificial intelligence has great prospects in the nuclear energy market. The introduction of AI can improve the reliability and efficiency of nuclear power plant. But there are a number of obstacles on our way, including the feasibility of the introduction AI in wartime and in the future post-war condition. There are a lot of work and space for reflection ahead. So yeah, there is my references, and thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much, Valeria, for this important topic nowadays. It was really innovative. Thank you a lot. Do we have any questions for Valeria? I see no hands raised. That means that, oh, we do have one. Alexei, please.
Yes, sorry, just being a bit late. So I have one question. In the presentation, were mentioned some obstacles about realization of the artificial intelligence. Is fair, cyber threats, investments, cost, etc. So, which obstacles would you add to this list? Maybe something about ethical ones, or just about threats of unpredictable aspects, and something else.
Yeah, of course, about this, I guess that's important highlight, because we need to also think about like personnel, what there will be a reaction on this. And as I said before, we need to like think how to provide it correctly, that it will work for sure without any problems and so on. It's a great job, and I don't know when we will have opportunity to get this AI in our like important industry, because we actually don't have variants where we can mistake like in this industry. So we don't have like any possible situations that I mean for now that it will be in this nuclear power plants, because it's really for now not that good at working like this.
Thank you, Valeria and Alexei, for your discussion. It was really interesting to listen. Thank you once again. And on our virtual stage, we invite Mikhailo Sitnikov.
Okay, thanks. 1 second. Okay, can you see?
Yes, we can see your presentation. You may start if you're ready.
Yes, but it's, oh, yeah, okay. So I'm a KPI student, Mikhailo, and Institute of Energy Saving and Energy Management. So let's go. Future of advanced AI, opportunities, risks, and future of advanced AI or artificial intelligence is full of possibilities. As technology develops, AI systems are becoming increasingly capable of solving complex problems. They can help with medical research, improve transplantation, manage resources more sustainably, even assist in education. Imagine a world where AI helps doctors diagnose diseases quickly, where vehicles drive themselves safely, and where pollution and waste are reduced. Advanced AI could potentially improve our quality of life in ways we can only begin to imagine today. One question, you still see the presentation, yeah?
Yes,
We see the presentation.
Thanks. However, these benefits comes with risks. Some researchers worry that advanced AI could become so powerful that it might act in ways beyond our control. For example, if AI systems are trained to achieve certain goals, they might find unexpected ways to achieve them, even if it means ignoring or conflicting with human values. If AI becomes smarter than humans in specific areas, it might take efficient actions to achieve its goals, but dangerous or harmful to people. This could happen accidentally, and AI might not understand human values like we do, or because of lack of proper control and safeguards. So we can see from this from films where AI just thought that human lives not so important, or this book was about that. This book was about a supercomputer AI that hated humanity, and I have no mouth, but I must scream. It's good book. Okay, one of the major concerns is the potential loss of control over AI. If AI systems become self-improving or start to operate with minimal human oversight, they could make decisions on a scale and with a speed that we can't match. One may ask a question, who would be responsible if AI system caused harm? Would it be the engineers who designed it, the companies which deployed it, or the government that regulate it? Addressing these issues requires careful planning, strong ethics, and cooperation between researchers, governments, and companies worldwide. So some people, try to stop, or the biggest AI company now, OpenAI, Elon Musk tried to stop them and say just that they can destroy humanity and they will be responsible for it. So another significant risk lies in the misuse of advanced AI by humans. Advanced AI systems could be used in harmful ways if they are in wrong hands. Imagine if AI were used to create powerful surveillance systems, manipulate information, or even develop autonomous weapons. These applications could threaten individual privacy, human rights, and global stability. To avoid these dangers, experts suggest creating laws and standards that limit how and where AI can be used, especially in areas with high potential for misuse. In conclusion, advanced AI offers incredible benefits, but it also presents serious risks that require careful management. To enjoy the full potential of AI, society needs to invest in research focused on building safe, reliable, and ethical AI systems. Collaboration between experts, regulators, and the public is essential to create rules and safeguards that will keep advanced AI aligned with human values and goals. Only by taking these precautions, we can ensure that AI will serve humanity's best interests in the future. So there's still a minute, and I would like to say that my presentation is not only about artificial intelligence, but also about the existential threat it poses. If this if there is intelligence that thinks and develops thousands and billions of times faster than people, as soon as it grows at the line of human intelligence, it will become the most powerful creature in the planet. What kind of threat it can pose to humanity is not even realized by people. So I would like to draw your attention to the importance of controlling artificial intelligence. Thank you for your attention. And some photos were generated by AI. Thanks.
Thank you so much for your gripping presentation and well-founded research. Now, if anybody would like to ask any questions. All right, I believe we will have no questions for this presentation. Then we shall continue, and our next invited speaker would be Bogdan Masyutin. If you would please take the stage, or makeshift stage. All right, I believe that Bogdan is not with us today because I cannot see him in the conference. Therefore, I believe we can conclude.
Yeah. So, Елизавета, Maria, thank you for moderating this conference. Dear speakers, thank you for your thought-provoking and productive reports. We have given us a lot to consider. By the way, pay attention that you can find abstracts of this conference in our conference proceedings, and also you can find your abstracts in our conference website, and you can find it in our chat room, by the way. You can see link in our chat room to the conference website, and you can find there your conference abstract. We have covered everything on our agenda, and I would like to wrap the conference up. Thank you for your attention. Thank you, and we appreciate your interest in this event, and take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of the day. If you have any questions, please. No questions. Yeah.